Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is part two of the Warriors messing up the parity in the NBA. And now I'm going to go into full detail. At first I was distracted, and I wasn't able to really go in and explain more about it. And I'm just going to mention a few examples. When LeBron first got to Miami, I remember that season, and I remember it wasn't a guarantee. People wasn't like, you had people picking Miami to win in 2010, 2011, but you still had people picking the Lakers, the Celtics. It was still parity in the lead at the time. And then the Bulls that season, they came out of nowhere. The Mavericks, they came out of nowhere and had a great year and won a championship that year. They had one of the best championship runs. But you had back then, you had parity, and some people say, you look at like when Michael Jordan was playing, people always say it wasn't no. Yes, it was parity. You had the Knicks, you had the Pacers, you had teams that can compete with the Bulls, but Michael Jordan was just the greatest, and plus, Michael Jordan never had a super team. And then people always talk about how LeBron never played against nobody. He played against the Celtics. He played against the Pacers early on. The last couple of years, it's been easy for him to get to the finals. But early on in Miami, it was hard because he had to go through Boston, Chicago, Indiana, but to me, the last couple of years, to me as a fan, it's been terrible. Seeing the Warriors and the Cavs, the same old team, to me, it just is lame to me. It's boring. And in the 2000s, you had parity. In the early 2000s, even though the Lakers was winning, you had teams like Portland, you had Sacramento, you had the Spurs, you had the Mavericks with Dirk and Steve Nash, up and coming team. It was parity. It wasn't a guarantee that the Lakers were going to win every season. It wasn't a guarantee. And then you had the mid 2000s with, when D'Antoni, with Steve Nash, Tim Duncan, and with the Spurs, and you had the Mavericks. Going into every season during the 2000s, it wasn't a guarantee that the Spurs were going to win the championship. It wasn't a guarantee. And then you had Miami with Shaq and Dwayne Wade. In Miami, in the East, you had the Detroit Pistons. It was all type of teams you could have named that could possibly win. I mean, yeah, there are contenders nowadays. You got the Rockets. You got the Rockets and the Warriors are the only two main teams in the league right now. Cleveland, they just have LeBron. You have up and coming teams like Boston and Philadelphia and teams like that, but they're not going to win a championship anytime soon. Maybe Boston once Kyrie get back, but back then you had parity. You had a well balanced. And once Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, that's why I said you cannot compare what LeBron did to what KD did. It's 20 times worse, in my opinion. It's 20 times worse. And I broke it down a little bit in the first video, but because like I said, LeBron, he formed that team. And then if you want to mention the Celtics in 2008 with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen and KG, KG and Ray Allen was traded, and plus in 2007, 2006, 2007, the Celtics didn't even make the playoffs. They was garbage the year before KG and Ray Allen went there. They was garbage. The year before KD went to the Warriors, they won 73 games. He joined a stacked ass team. And people try to make excuses for them and excuses for KD's decision, but it's no comparison. It's no comparison. It really isn't. And now that I think about it, looking back at it, I think we all overreacted to what LeBron did in 2010. We all overreacted. It wasn't that bad the way because we never seen nothing like that before. That's why it was shocking to everybody. We never seen a star player in his mid-20s, join up with another player like Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. We never seen that, so it was shocking to us. But looking back at it, it wasn't all that bad. It wasn't all that bad. And it was other teams that KD could have joined. It was other teams that he could have joined. He didn't have to join that team. He could have went to the Spurs. He could have went back home to the Wizards. He didn't have to go to the Warriors. He didn't have to do that. I understand it's his life. He can do what he want to do. But, you know, he joined a stacked ass team, and the parity, it's really no parity right now. I'm tired of seeing the Warriors in the finals. I'm tired of seeing the Cavs in the finals. I don't want to keep seeing the Cavs and the Warriors part 4. I don't want to see that shit again. I don't want to see that again. Back then, you had fucking parity in the league. You had parity. You had parity. It was balanced. It's not balanced anymore. You know, and I expect the Rockets to lose Game 7. It depends. Maybe, I hope I'm wrong. You know, I know Chris Paul's going to play Game 7, but maybe he's going to play Game 7. If he plays, maybe they have a shot. But I think the Warriors have confidence. You know, Steph, Clay, KD, they all have confidence. And I believe the Warriors are going to go in Houston and win Game 7. And if the Rockets actually pull this off and beat Golden State, I'll shut up about parity. I'll shut up about it. I'll just shut up about parity. I'll just say, hey, you know. But if the Warriors pull this off and beat the Rockets, I'm still gonna be complaining about it, because it's like I don't see a near end to the Warriors. Well, I think they're gonna three-peat. If they win this one, they're gonna win next year as well, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I doubt it. You know, LeBron, and I'm just tired of the same storyline. I can't wait till the LeBron era is over. I can't wait till that era is over. You know, I just can't wait. It's gonna be better for the NBA. I'm tired of seeing the same storyline. To me, it's so boring. Only ones who want to see the Warriors win is the bandwagoners. That's the only ones. You know, but I just wanted to make an extra video and try to explain a little bit more about why I feel like the Warriors are ruining the fucking parity in the NBA. They too dominant. They like dragons amongst turtles. You know, like they're dominant. You know, alright, you two. I just want to make a quick video, man. Alright, y'all.